I definitely think it's a lot. I think we're going through so much right now, and I want to hear from everyone else, all my subscribers. Please subscribe to the video and support, everybody at this time as we're all trying to survive. Um, but I do wonder the direction it's going to go. I wonder when the quarantine will be over. Sometimes they say it's going to be 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, a year and a half till the vaccine comes. We don't really know. So again, this is the time to prepare the best we can. Healthy eating, having some workouts at home, having some books to read. I just did my gallery art wall so I could be creative with my space and transform the space. I was trying to think of a few other things as I'm sitting here with little baby Milo. Oh, Milo. I think the dogs are actually happy that we're home more. Maybe not Milo, but overall the dogs are like, I'm getting walked more, I'm getting more treats, I'm getting more cuddle time. I think that this is definitely, it's changed our priorities. I mean, we're making being with family and our pets or our friends who are with us. Obviously, we can't see our friends, but we can FaceTime them. And it makes you also realize what does matter. We didn't realize how much we miss hanging out with our friends until it's taken away from us and we can't do it. And I've had moments where I'm crying about that and I want to see my friends or I want to travel. But again, this is also temporary. It's not the permanent end all be all. I just keep reminding myself the words, this too shall pass. I repeat that in my head and it kind of gets me through these moments. And again, learning what isn't important. Yeah, my phone cracked. That sucks. Nobody wants to deal with that. But is it an emergency? Not really. I can make do. Look at little Milo. He's so cute. I mean, the Invisalign, all that stuff. Again, we can work around it. And in the end, what is important, that we're healthy and that we're pushing through and that we're surviving. I mean, we're in a time, just an unprecedented time. So what happens today defines our history, right? And what happens in our future. And I'm curious to see where it goes. And if, I've heard so many other people talk about, I feel better, like I'm resting, I'm spending this beautiful time with my family, I'm realizing what matters in life. I think the main thing is holding on to that. Like, we need to remember that when this does pass, when life does go back to normal, we need to remember the beautiful things that we've learned. And also remember to slow down. Anyway, this is part of my vlog, blah, blah, blah. I have a blog, but this is part of the vlog. I hope you don't mind the unedited. I'm trying to be a little bit more raw with the videos, and my knee cracked on the video. It doesn't get more raw and real than that. But this is part of my vlog series about the quarantine, about what I'm doing to stay active and busy, because I know a lot of us need as much fun content as possible. So stay tuned for videos where I share with you my workouts, I share my meal prep, I share also at-home spa tips. I like to take good care of my skin and also my body. I bought a stomach like wrap to be able to do a seaweed mud wrap on my stomach and to feel detoxified. I think that's important. Just getting creative. How can we make things that we love in our everyday life or our routine come to life in our home, and to be something accessible and something that also saving money. I mean, I'm right now not paying a gym membership or a class pass, which I do miss, but I'm realizing, hey, I can do my workouts either outside, like I can still go on a nice walk in the sun and get vitamin D, or I can go on a jog, I can sanitize a city bike with my sanitized wipes, and I can go biking, or I can work out at home and do stuff on the mat or do my own yoga. I bought a freaking infrared heater, a heater to put it into my office with a yoga mat to do my own hot yoga. I mean, I'm getting creative and it's costing me less money than going out. I'm not spending all the money on restaurants and alcohol. I really don't drink that much, so that helps me. My boyfriend, on the other hand, we won't go there anyway. But I think it's just a time where we think, what can I do with the resources that I have and with the time that I have? We all have more time on our hands. You can say you're bored, but I don't know how anyone can really get bored. I mean, whether you're just kind of chilling and relaxing, there's plenty to watch on Netflix. And if you go deeper, you can't really ever be bored. You can learn a language, you can read a book, you can work on a project you've been putting off, you can organize that closet that you have not touched because you just don't have the time or energy in a normal day. I just think there's a lot of options for us right now, and we can use this time wisely because we can't get it back. So I'm really curious to hear from you guys what you're doing right now to stay entertained and healthy And I look forward to sharing more I look forward to sharing more videos with you guys and being raw and real and silly and emotional and whatever else I'm feeling, because that's what matters, is these real feelings and not what we kind of show on social media. Which brings me to another point. Right now, we can't travel. We can post old pictures, I mean, a lot of people are reminiscing and saying, oh, when I was here, when I was there. Yeah, we can do that. But for the most part, we can't hide behind the exterior right now, the material. We can't hide behind it. We can't say our stories live on some island, even if we want to be there, unless we do our own, backdrop that we paint ourselves and stand in front of it with our camera. But we're with ourselves right now, and what you do with your time and who you are and who you really are, and not who you are on your social media when you're wearing your Chanel and you're shopping and you're dining at the fanciest restaurant and tagging them, or at this resort, whatever it is. That's not real. That's not what matters. And Instagram and all of that, it became this social media comparison, and we were all seeing everyone's vacations or love lives. Well, none of that is relevant right now. One, people don't care. Two, you can't do it. You can't go on vacation. And the people that aren't paying attention to the social distancing. So right now, our content is really our conversation, our substance, our soul, our character, our emotions, and being real and sharing and talking, asking questions that matter, and how people are getting through this. And also checking in on people. I mean, you have to keep your 6 feet distance, but is that neighbor who is elderly and unable to get that toilet paper, don't hoard the toilet paper, give it to that person, but to take care of each other. It's such a powerful time in the world, and it makes me emotional, but where we can change who we are. We can decide, I don't want to be a selfish person or worry about my next trip. I'm going to start crying. Or what I'm doing with myself, but how collectively we feel and what we do for each other. And in this moment, we can decide, I'm not going to be selfish. I'm going to focus on my partner, my dog, checking in on my friends, my family, giving them that moment to let them know I'm thinking of them and loving them, being selfless, and to think of how things can change going forward. Maybe, I travel less, or I'm in the car less, so it's less pollution for the earth. Maybe I recycle more, whatever it is. Maybe I eat less meat. Obviously, do not ever contribute to the markets in China. It's just disgusting. I don't know how anyone goes there or supports that ever, or can be a part of that world. We need to more than ever take care of our earth and our animals and our fellow man, or woman. It's the time, and it can be a really, I think, beautiful experience. And I think that's why I've gotten a little bit emotional, is because I feel so much of that. Definitely more of an empath, and I can feel the emotions of people around me, and maybe the ups and downs of that we're all feeling, and we're facing ourselves. Right now, we are facing ourselves. We have time on our hands to really look at ourselves, who we are, what we want to change in our life, who we want to become, what can we do for the world, what impression, what do we leave? What is our mark that we leave? So anyway, I want to be as engaging as possible during this time. And I thought I was signing off when I said stay tuned, but I wasn't. So I kept going. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to keep going and enjoy these videos. Tune in for the next one. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to y'all soon. Take care. Stay safe. Stay home. Stay safe. Stay healthy, stay loved, be compassionate to others. We're in this together. Milo said subscribe. Milo, you know the drill by now, bud. You know the drill. Say, everybody, save a shelter puppy, please. Make sure no puppies are hurt or euthanized during all this, because they did nothing to deserve that. They need lots of love. Give lots of love to your puppies or your kitties or your turtles, because animals really take anxiety away, and they're smarter than us. I know that they are. And if anything happens to us humans, they're taking over, since it doesn't affect them. I love you. I love you, Milo. Look at that, New York City in the background. Let's pray. Let's pray. Let's pray for everybody.